Okay folks, so what we're going to try and do today is demonstrate the new Screencast tool on a Chromebook. So what I've actually got set up at the moment is a Google Meet. It's on my Chromebook, it's also on my PC, which is recording the screen with OBS Studio, and I've minimized the icons in the Meet so they don't appear to be very big. So what I'm going to do is share the screen from the Chromebook so we can see what's going on. And then I'm just going to minimize all of these notifications so you can just see the desktop of the Chromebook. Now, a couple of caveats with this. I've had to put my Chromebook onto the beta channel, so that's 103. And the only way I've got the Screencast app to work is by changing the language to English US. It doesn't work with English UK, at least not at the moment, and you need to turn on some Chrome flags. So if I just show you the Chrome flags, if you want to try this out for yourself. So this is the thing that was in the Anywhere School announcements from Google the other week. Enable projector annotate. I'm not sure the third one's technically needed, but I enabled it anyways. And then you'll get the new ones as long as you've got English US set as well. If you don't have English US set, I find it just doesn't allow you to do anything. So let's just minimize that. And then if you click on your little circly thingy, you'll find that you should have the Screencast app. I'll show you a couple of other things as well. And it's got some guides on what you can do with it, which is quite neat. But essentially you click on Start New Screencast and you can see that it gives you and you can move this around and put it in any corner, and you can also make it smaller. I'll leave myself up there, I think. And then you just click on to record anywhere full screen. Now you've got some options here. I've got the camera on at the moment, and I've got the microphone on, so this will record into this video my voice. And this will save the file directly to your drive as well, which is quite neat and quite useful. Before I start, this is a touchscreen Chromebook, so I could physically write on the screen with my finger, but I've got a better option. I've got my Wacom tablet, which is a much better tool for writing on the screen. Just gonna get dust off it. and used it for a few days. Gets dust, this thing, quickly. So I've now got I'm moving my mouse with my stylus, and you see that we've got the record button going, and we've also got a pen option to doodle on the screen. And so I can sort of doodle on my screen and autograph my screen if I want to. And if I click on that, it just fades away and disappears. So if I just open up something, let's have a bit of Jamboard, for example, which I could have got from the waffle menu, I know. So this is running on my private account. I haven't got this working on my Google Workspace account yet, but if I create a Jamboard, I could use the Android app here as well, I guess. Let's go full screen and see whether it works. Okay, here let's just pick a pen. Yeah, black's fine, and that appears to work okay. Let's draw a graph. I'm a little bit of a chemist. CO2 plus H2O, and you get two of those. If I just come at a full screen and then click on that, and I can annotate over my Jamboard like this, and maybe highlight things and sort of talk about it. And you can right click on this thingy and change the color of the annotation if you want to, and annotate on your screen, or I mean, you know, it could highlight the website or whatever you want to do. And now I can just make it disappear, and then I could go on and crack open a new tab and demonstrate how to do something else, or, you know, point out that you can buy things on Amazon, and you can check your emails on Inbox, or you can watch some videos, or you can read some mindless drivel on Twitter, or you can look at your notes in Google Keep, for example. So that's basically what it does. And then you click on stop recording, and it just sits there, and it uploads that screencast and then it says it's processing. So while it's processing, I'm just going to minimize that. I can't remember how long that took last time I did it. But if you just now go into the screen capture thing itself, now this will work on beta 103 without enabling any flags. So if I just go to regular screen capture, I'm on video already, and I'm on full screen, and if I click on there, you can see that the camera option is there. So the camera option has been added to the basic screencasting app as well, which is built in. And I'm gonna, if I do that, I could choose a folder in my Google Drive to put it into. At the moment, I think I've just got it going into my local download folder. Okay, so if I click on anywhere to start recording, now I'm just recording the screen, and you notice I don't get the annotation tool, but you know, I can just still record my screen. And I believe while you're recording your screen, you can move this around, which is quite cool, and make it get bigger and smaller. So a couple of really good additions to built-in screencasting on Chrome OS, and you know, I really like them. And the screencasting obviously has a little bit of work to do to be, you know, to work on anything other than English US. I don't know why I haven't been able to get it work on my Google Workspace account on the same device. If I log in the Screencast app, it just simply isn't there, but it is on my private account. But your mileage may vary, but if you want to update a device to the beta channel, then yeah, it's a cool thing to have a go at. Yeah, the other thing I sort of forgot to mention is that when you've recorded your video and you go back to it after it's processed, so this is mine, you can play it back. I can sort of zoom through it and see what's going on. You can scrub through your video quite nicely, and it'll highlight the bit of the transcript that it automatically makes, which is associated with the bit that you're doing that. And you can edit these transcripts, so I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be perfect, but it's actually pretty accurate. And you can actually delete any bit of those. So if I wanted to, you know, skip that section, I can just skip that section and it won't appear. And then you just click on share, and you share it just like any other sort of Google thing. It prompts me to give it a sensible name before sharing it, and away you go. Really quite cool.